And because of that, these two things have remained as the smallest layouts. They really have stood the test of time. That is why Sacred's record has stood for so long. That is just how unimaginably difficult this thing is to beat. It is, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the greatest redstone records ever. And so, as the years have gone by with no new 3x3 records, many redstoners, myself included, have started to think that this record is truly unbeatable. And justifiably so. With all the stuff I just talked about in mind, why would you even try? Anyone who did seemed like a fool who was simply wasting their time. This door wasn't a milestone, it was the end. So when two redstoners called Quee and the appropriately named Doormaker decided they were going to try beating the record, they were the latest in a long line of attempts. Everyone before them had tried, and ultimately failed. But little did we know that this time round, things would be different. Because, after a lot of work, they actually got somewhat close. Not only did they come up with a new layout, but they successfully got the left side working, which up until this point was probably the closest anyone had ever got to beating Sacred. This was a start, but unfortunately they could never get the other side working, and eventually they ended up shelving the project to work on other things. But it wouldn't be long before another redstoner called Ganymede tried it. He also came fairly close, but again couldn't quite get there, so he too shelved the project. But then one day, Sacred, the guy who already holds the record, stumbled across Ganymede's many attempts, and started to wonder if going below 56 blocks was actually possible. Ganymede thought so they decided to team up, and after a lot of messing around, they came up with yet another candidate for a smaller layout, and they thought this one was special, that it had the best chance of actually working out of all the other layouts that had been tried before. If anything was going to work, this would be it. Now they had some momentum, but Ganymede knew they would need help wiring it, and he also knew about Doormaker and Quee's previous attempts, so he showed them their layout. Doormaker was very interested by this, so they recruited him onto their team. But before long, another redstoner called Brickcrafter saw what they were doing and revealed that he had also been trying to break the record, and that he'd actually made that exact same piston layout weeks ago, so he joined the team too. Now they had a crack team of 4 top redstoners. It was like they had assembled the Redstone Avengers to finally beat this record once and for all. And so, they got to work.